have two Czech Pilsners, actually from the Czech Republic. We got Czechvar, which in Europe is called like Budweiser or something. And should be called that here, I think, because this one's actually from that area, actually named after the town of Budweis or Budovice. I don't know how to say it. Not Budweiser, which is just American, has nothing to do with Czech Pilsners. So I got Czechvar here and Pilsner Urquell. This one's a little hard to find, but it seems like it's now being shipped most places. I got it at a big box store. So these use like the exact same ingredients, even down to the water. And I believe they're also brewed with the same density of wort, basically how many carbohydrates, fermentable sugars are in there, which is 12 Plato. But Pilsner Urquell is only 4.4%, and this is 5%. So that means this one's more fully attenuated. But I think this one's only double decocted. This one's triple decocted, where they take out some of the mash 3 times and boil it to add some more color and intense malt flavor without using any other malts besides Pilsner malt. So let's just check them out. So I think Czechvar, because of less decoction, is a little bit paler. These still aren't quite as crazy pale as like German Pilsners. And Pilsner Urquell, I think is a little darker. Let's see. I've never done this side by side. Oh no, I guess they're about the same. Yeah, those look almost identical. Wow. Can't really tell. I mean, maybe the Czechvar is darker? I don't know. Could just be the glasses, but they look very similar. Very similar kind of carbonation too. Maybe their Urquell is a little bit higher carb. Heads look very similar. I think the Urquell head is a little bit tighter bubbled. And I think that might be because the Urquell is a little bit hoppier. Let's give it a try. Let's start with Czechvar. Smells good. Smells like your classic Czech Pilsner. Really unique, crackery toastiness, and sort of a lemon tea, herbal hoppiness. Smells great. Definitely got a good hop aroma. Not very bitter though. Lots of hop flavor. Not very sweet, just a hint of sweetness. Got a little body to it, but pretty bubbly and spritzy. Just kept a little cap of foam there. And the bubbles might be a little bit smaller. These glasses weren't perfectly clean, so that kind of affects the carbonation too. But lots of bubbles there. Maybe less hop aroma? Let's see. It's also super cold. A little bit more minerally, maybe? Very, very similar. Interesting. So the Pilsner Urquell I had in the freezer to chill, so maybe it got a little too cold. Interesting. Oh yeah, the Urquell's way hoppier. That has some grassiness for sure. And maybe it's a little sweeter too at the same time, because that lower ABV means there are fewer sugars fermented. So this one might be a little sweeter and also hoppier. Nice mouthfeel, really nice finish. It's very spicy. And I feel like that hop, the quality of Zatz hops from the Czech Republic, they almost have a maltiness to them. It's really interesting that deep herbaceous woodsy sort of quality maybe just brings out some toastiness from the malt. Whereas this one is less sweet and less hoppy, so it's just a little bit more of a subtle beer. And there might be a hint of diacetyl or diacetyl. I don't know how you say it. That's like a all beer yeasts tend to make some of that, but a lot of beers you try to let the yeast reabsorb this diacetyl that creates a slightly buttery sort of thing. I might be getting a little bit of that in the Czechvar, which in this style, a teeny bit of it is acceptable. Just about all their lager styles, you don't want any of that. And the only other styles where you want it and it can be noticeable and it's acceptable are like English style beers. Yeah, the Czechvar, I don't think it's as good. If you want something that's a little bit, that's kind of spritzy and drier and more like Budweiser, go for the Czechvar. But Pilsner Urquell is just a little bit more of everything, more flavor, hops, malt. Definitely more body. Because unfermented malt is going to have more body than it if that was fermented into alcohol. That's what I think. I'm pretty sure. The head's nicer there, keeping a cap of foam. See if I can recreate it. Actually, I'll just pour some more in here. Yeah, it might be this glass is a little dirtier, but I don't know. It's a different kind of carb. The bubbles are a little bigger. Yeah, I think I'm an Urquell man. Like a silkier body in the Urquell. And it's so bitter. I wonder what the IBUs are for this. And this is available basically everywhere. Get the cans. The cans are cheaper than the bottles, and the cans will definitely not be skunky. And this, the best by date on this is, well, it was on the package, I think, is a lot earlier than the one for the Czechvar, but I'm not sure if that means that the Czechvar is fresher. They might just give it a shorter lifespan than the best by date. Yeah, whenever I get Pilsner Urquell, I'm like, I gotta buy this more often. It's great. And I'm surprised that I thought it was gonna be a little bit darker. Just these glasses are pretty narrow, but it's almost exact same color as the Czechvar. I guess I'd give the Czechvar like a 4 and probably give the Pilsner Urquell a 4.5. Really, really good beer. Quite hoppy and bitter in the finish. Much more than the Czechvar. Well, that's it. Bye-bye.